procs off, but Gwen obviously later on can just take over side lanes.
Yeah, it's much more of a lane bully in favor of the Gnar.
Onto an Annie or a Lee Sin gank, onto an Orianna.
Flandre's here.
And Kyle has a flank position. Junja still on that dragon. Tarzan looking for the steal. Flandre's going to join in. Honky coming in from the side. Doesn't have that shockwave, but does have enough pressure to force Flandre and Tarzan out. Kyle looks for the Shadowing Strike. There's the crash down as well. Junja's going to land the smite. Hits level 6 off it. Could look for the Subjugate. Flashes away from the Sonic Wave. Flandre with the needle worked. Only goes into the Unbreakable as Doggo begins to open up on Kyle and Hope. Good Shadowing Strike is cleansed away by Doggo, but Kyle has to flash himself. Doggo with the lethal tempo gets first blood. Hope flashes away, but is hit by the Winter's Bite beforehand. I don't think he's going to escape this. Another auto attack would be enough. There's another Winter's Bite. And Honkyu will be gifted the kill. Good play caller back from Hope. Honkyu gets on the board.
CFO off to a fantastic start.
To walk up and join up with the rest of his team. Great stuff by CFO. Anyone's Legend, though, will be able to pick up the Grubs for themselves off their reset timings. It's Shanks matching up into rest on that top lane. Hope and Kyle coming across just to make sure these Grubs are securable. AL have got the first 2, and without Ginger in range, you have to think it will be 3. Good disintegrate there onto rest. He was looking for the Gnar back because Ginger was waiting just around the corner. That is as good as gone for CFO. A couple of pings coming out on it. Kyle did challenge the last Drake when perhaps he shouldn't have, and there's the teleport behind immediately. AL looking for it. Kyle and Hope putting some damage into Kai Wing. Shanks on the flank is a double TP. They're investing all of it into this fight. Rest only half Mega Gnar bar. Kyle going in with the Magnet Storm only onto Kai Wing. The Sonic Wave back. There's the Shockwave as well. Ginger down to half HP. Hope begins to open up. Rest though jumps back in, looking for that Gnar. Gets Shanks against the wall. Ginger survives, and Shanks will fall. AL, they force the fight and they lose out heavily. Kai Wing coming in towards that Tribush. AL had a little bit of vision up towards the top side, but they're going to lose it. Doggo, Shadowing Strike, Tarzan jumping in as well with that Sonic Wave. Looks for the Dragon's Rage, but Doggo jumps away. Dragon's Rage kick back, exhaust going down, and the TP coming in from the Orianna as she looks to join the fight. The Rift Herald will reset. Honkyu here now. Does have that Shockwave, but will AL still take this fight on? You've got Magnet Storm, you've got no flash on Kyle. There's no vision behind the pit if you can find a flank position, but Tarzan's low doesn't have his Dragon's Rage.
Both mid laners have their ultis available. You can see that Shanks is in a position looking for it. Flandre goes over the wall.
It's into the back of the pit. Tarzan looking for the Sonic Wave. It's Junja who secures it. There's the Tibbers. The Magnet Storm follow up, but the Shockwave will pull Kyle back. He's stunned up with the concussive blows. He manages to survive. Honkyu chasing him down and will get the Clockwork Wind up. Meanwhile, in the back of the pit, Junja is going to fall. Rest looking for that Mega Gnar. Honkyu is on the wrong side of this wall, but does still have a flash. And that Gnar's now Mega. Doggo putting some damage in with those Mystic shots. And in the end, the Rift Herald secured by CFO. Control ward. AL trying to gain some purchase on the river right now, but Rest is still in the top lane, building up that Mega Gnar bar. It's about to go Mega as we see the catch onto Kai Wing. Even with the Tibbers, it takes them an absolute age to kill him. The follow-up from Tarzan, though, onto Doggo is good, forcing him to Arcane Shift away. Rest isn't TPing into the fight, and that might be AL managing to get themselves on the board in terms of Dragons.
I have to question the decision-making there from Kai Wing. Face checking into a brush when the rest of your team just isn't in the river. Honkyu now isolated.
Doesn't have flash here as well. Shockwave just about to come off cooldown, but it's not going to be enough to survive. And AL will take the neutral, and they'll take 2 kills.
CFO trying to respond by dropping the Herald in mid. They've got the top tower. They're looking to get another one.
Rift Herald charging in will give them that tier 1 in the mid lane. In fact, they're going to take it and then charge in for the tier 2. Kai Wing caught a little bit by Tarzan, but a couple of procs on the concussive blows forces Tarzan to be a bit more cautious. Rest still pushing in top. It's going to be matched by Shanks. Rest with a good jump, and they switch places. It's a merry-go-round here as Rest looks for another wallop. Flandre caught out a little bit by Ginger down towards this bottom side. Doesn't have the flash, is only running Ghost. Rest escapes, and Flandre now needs to be careful, but I don't think he'll escape the clutches of CFO. Kai Wing tanks a couple of tower shots as well to make sure they take their 3rd tower of the game. 2 Drakes to 0. They managed to pick up the feats as Honkyu will just stop Kyle's back here. Shockwave bringing him back. Kai Wing will look for the Winter's Bite. Kyle remounts to try and get a bit of extra movement speed. Will land the Shadowing Strike, and now Honkyu's out of position, and we talked about it. You can't be 2v3. Honkyu trying to escape, but Tarzan's going to chase him down. Flandre has the flank position here as Rest TP'd in. Flandre needs to get out because the rest of CFO are going to collapse. Snip, snip, they go. The needle works. It's 2 for anyone's Legend. And just like that, the game swings the pendulum in favor of AL. Doggo across the wall lands a Mystic shot, but doesn't hit with the Essence Flux. True Shot Barrage not available to him. Tibbers here to tank the Otacon a little bit. Will chase off Doggo. AL, they're doing it safely. Junja can still look for the steal. Doesn't have the flash, but has the smite. Can step forward here. Hallowed missed out from the Gwen as they look for the Otacon. Junja's in there and he steals it away. Better Storm comes out, but Doggo finds one, finds two with the True Shot Barrage. It's a triple. It's a quadra. And Doggo is barking.
Finds an angle. Junja finds the steal. And while CFO was getting caught, they were making mistakes. It felt like they were giving the game over to AL.
Time, miserable time in the LPL. Now showing up for the LCP. Dragon's Rage kick back onto Rest here. Doesn't have the flash. Has no chance of surviving. AL once again will punish a bit of over-eagerness from the CFO top laner.
The top side jungle. Now again, I will say, positioning-wise, AL not in a good position to contest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're giving this one.
They're really good vision control. They've invested their vision on the top side. They have the push-up here as well.
The adaptive force it's given you, and you can see AL, for once, go along with our expectations. They back away, they'll get some vision towards the red side jungle of CFO, who put themselves on Soul Point with that Mountain Dragon. Shanks on his way towards his Leandries as well, with the Malignance and the Bloodletter's Curse complete. Doggo, Arcane shifting across the wall. Hits the Mystic Shot, oh my god! Hits another! Hits another! Hope has the Featherstorm and has to pop it just to survive! But down you come and down you go! Doggo finds the kill, and now, with the Shockwave, Tarzan has to flash away. TP behind by AL as they look for a flank position. Is teleport. But will AL look for this? Tarzan hits a Sonic Wave onto Honkyu, gets vision of the Baron, jumps away. And now he has to kick back Junja. Kyle up towards the top side, trying to keep Rest busy because Tarzan is falling low towards the bottom. Doggo surviving, Arcane shifts across the wall, the exhaust coming out, a good double stump from Shanks. Meanwhile on the top side, Flandre and Rest are fighting for their lives. Doggo with a True Shot Barrage will kill off Shanks. And CFO once again find two, AL find nothing.
Carrying so many fights, making amazing plays. And he's looking to keep CFO alive at MSI. As the Baron is secured.
And CFO still very healthy. Junja's sitting on the Drake right now. Sonic Wave from Tarzan goes between the uprights. Kaiwing on the front line. Glacial Fisher going wide. Junja still on the Drake. 6,000 HP. Down to 5 now as Tarzan tries to get into the pit. True Shot Barrage just behind him. Tarzan still finding a way to get in here. Sonic Wave hits, but it's too little, too late. Soul secured in the priceless moment of the game for CFO.
Great patience from CFO, just leveraging their range, their zone control, their poke. Junja, he's not afraid of anything.
Good pillar from Junja. They turn around onto him with the Magnus Storm, and with the Tibbers, they'll get the kill. Tarzan looking for a flank here, has that Dragon's Rage.
Not really melting anyone. Sure, Honkyu's getting a little bit low, but now that the burst is gone, Shockwave connects, chunking out Shanks.
He will survive. Next wave, a little way. There's the TP. Flandre going in. AL have called their moment for the fight. Shanks is going to recall and then TP back in. Counter TP coming out from Rest as Flandre puts the needles through Honkyu, but just doesn't have the damage. Backs away, counter TP there from Shanks, but now he's all on his lonesome. Tarzan going in, there's the stun. Tarzan dashes back with the Iron Will trying to survive. Getting to Kai out, but he can't do it. True Shot Barrage out as Doggo and Honkyu will secure that kill. Junja follows up with another one. Rest chasing Shanks down towards the bottom side. He's got a stun lined up, but Rest is just trying to keep AL from defending their tower. Doggo dashing forward. Flandre trying to snip through him. The blades come back with the Feather Storm, and Doggo still survives. Flandre and Hope do not have that same luxury. Shanks will join his team in the afterlife as these oysters are flying high.
It's a 5-0 ace. CFO set their sights on the Nexus, and they're looking to keep their hopes alive here at MSI.
CFO proving the comeback in Game 2 was not a blip as they get one game and start to come back in this series.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.